Hey, what's going on, everybody? Stained Glass Assassin here. If you read the title of this video, I know it was kind of confusing. I kind of felt like Doc Brown from Back to the Future when I was typing it. Felt like something that he would say. But if you saw my video that I posted a couple weeks ago, you know that I kind of had this epiphany where it was kind of a 6, 7, 8 months of revelations that finally came to fruition, and I kind of divorced myself from the kind of current state of geekdom, the geek culture, because I came to the realization that the current state of, kind of the geek culture is not directed towards me. I'm not the customer that they want. It's just not my thing anymore. And in light of Kevin Smith's He-Man that's come out, obviously the internet is just exploding with outrage from both geeks and non-geeks alike. And I wondered, how many other people out there have kind of had this similar revelation that I had, where I'm kind of firmly in this stance now that I just don't waste my time with anything that's coming out anymore. I don't feel the need to watch Kevin Smith's He-Man. I didn't feel the need to watch Black Widow. I'm not reading any Marvel DC comics. I feel like that it's just a waste of time now, so I'm not even going to waste, I'm not even going to spend the time and power through it. I see a lot of YouTubers and read a lot of blogs and things of that nature, and I understand that some people's content, or they get paid to do it, to watch these movies and TV shows. So I understand. Hell, if I was getting paid to watch movies and read comics, I'd read all of them, the good and the bad. But I don't get paid to do that, so that's why I came to that, this realization. But I wonder, there's got to be other people out there that are in the same boat as I'm in now. I don't even spend the time to watch it. Like I said, I didn't watch Kevin Smith's He-Man because I already knew that it was going to be a woke dumpster fire. So why even spend the 45 minutes or an hour wasting my time? The new trailer for Doctor Who came out. I'm not going to waste 10 hours of my life. I'm not a Time Lord. I can't just, regenerate and live forever and waste 10 hours of my life watching it, because I know that if it's based in wokeology and identity politics, that the final product is more than likely going to be garbage. I used the analogy before in my video that you touch a hot pan, you made a mistake. Now, you might be a fool and touch the hot pan again. People make the same mistake twice. It does happen. But if you keep touching the same pan over and over again and keep getting burned, you're a moron. And that's where I am right now, is that I've been burned so many times that I'm afraid to touch it. I'm like Bart Simpson when Lisa was using the experiment to determine who was smarter, the hamster or Bart. And he kept getting shocked by that cupcake. And then eventually when Marge asked him to go get the cupcakes, he collapsed on the floor and had like a convulsion because he didn't want to get zapped anymore. I'm in the same boat because I'm just tired of getting burned. But I'm just shocked that, especially people in my personal circle, my friends and family, they still continue to just, I don't know, just power through these bad shows and these bad movies and bad comics, wasting their time and money. And then, of course, I got to hear about it, every time we get together. Oh, this was crap, and I can't believe I spent this time watching this. And I propose a question. I say, then why don't you just stop? Why don't you just stop watching the MCU? Why do you keep spending money on DC Comics and Marvel Comics? And it was kind of like well, what are you talking about? That's what I love to read. And I said, do you actually love, or do you actually enjoy even what you're watching or reading? Because as far as I can tell, you're not. I'm not. So, yeah, and I get it, because like I said, up until just, 6, 7, whatever, 8 months ago, I found myself essentially just watching these shows and reading these comics because I'm a geek. That's what geeks do. We're supposed to watch Doctor Who. I'm supposed to watch every Star Wars show that comes out. I'm supposed to read every comic that stars Batman, and Wolverine. It's just what I've done for 30 years. So I guess it was just kind of a, instinct. But at some point I realized I'm not enjoying what I'm reading. I don't like what I'm watching. And it became a trend. Over and over again. There was no joy, it was just anger. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy a good venting, if you will. But at the same time, it was like, why not find something to get my geek fix, but, feel that it was worthwhile? You know what I mean? I get something out of it So, as the title of this video, says, I'm no longer looking to the future, I'm looking to the past. That's where my future is. It's in the past. I've always wanted to go back and read Jack Kirby's post Marvel DC work, and I finally have. I've read his Captain Victory, I've read his Silver Star, what's the other one? The Secret City saga, with Topps Comics. And some of it's really awesome, and some of it's not so great. But you know what? I didn't feel like I wasted my time or money reading those. Even though, like I said, the Secret City saga wasn't that great. I'm going to make a separate video about his, post Big 2 work. But it was definitely worth my time. Because, not everything is going to be a home run. There's, thousands of comics out there, and some of them are going to be hidden gems, and some of them are unknown for a reason. But again, for me, it's all new. Just because it's old doesn't mean it's new for me. You get what I'm saying? So I look forward to this kind of new future endeavor of moving to the past. And I don't know, I guess I just wondered how many other people out there are in the same boat that I am. You know what I mean? How many people like you are watching this thinking, why am I still, continuing to buy all these comics week in, week out? Except for manga, of course. Like I said, I'm just kind of, getting on board full-fledged with the manga push. I think we can all agree that that's kind of one of the few shining examples of good, stable geekdom right now. But, are you watching this video and thinking to yourself, yeah, why am I watching all these MCU shows? Why am I watching, the Doctor Who? Am I watching it because I'm just a geek and that's what we're supposed to do? I mean, I don't know. I think especially in my personal circle, I try to get them to see where I'm standing now, where my current stance is, and why I'm not able to have a conversation with Doctor Who with them, because I'm not watching it. I don't care. I don't want to watch it. Again, if I was getting paid, I would watch it, but I want to use those 10 hours or how many episodes are coming out and use it on, old Superman shows or movies or whatever, or some kind of old. I've never seen the old live action, Spider-Man, I recently discovered on the Internet Archives they have the old black and white Batman. Never seen those, so you know what? I'm gonna go watch those rather than the new Doctor Who. I don't know. I can't be alone. I mean, again, I'm not completely abandoning new or current stuff. It's just that I have to see overwhelmingly good, positive reviews from both my personal friends and family and those few kind of YouTubers and bloggers that their opinions I hold high in regards with. But really, like I said, maybe, let's take, for instance, Lord of the Rings. If that show isn't a woke disaster and it gets positive reviews from, everyone that I pay attention to, then I'll check it out. Even if it deviates from, Tolkien's vision a little bit, I can let that go. But if it's going to be all about non-binary, gender swapping, race swapping, identity politics and all this stuff, then I'm not going to waste my time. There is an outside chance that maybe I would enjoy it, but statistics tell me that if it's based on wokeology, I shouldn't waste my time. Like I said, I just wanted to make this video because in light of this past week, it's just, like I said, the internet's exploded with just the hatred, and, there must be 100, probably by the time I upload this video, there'll be 100 new He-Man videos out there. But it's from the same people that I watch or, I interact with, that it's just like they keep touching that hot pan over and over again, and it's like, at what point are you going to stop? So, I don't know. Where are you at? I mean, where do you stand? Are you kind of in the same boat as I am? Have you kind of divorced yourself from anything new or current? Or are you still fighting through it? Hoping to essentially find that hidden gem of awesome geekiness, buried in the woke avalanche that has essentially, destroyed everything that we love. Are you kind of in my shoes right now? Are you divorcing yourself from the current geek state? Or are you just powering through and, hoping that eventually the storm passes and you weather that storm and you emerge out the other side? I mean, I think I can still do that. It's just that I just can walk away and then come back later in the future if it ever gets back to some semblance of where it was before. Now, look, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be watching Masters of the Universe or Doctor Who or reading Marvel and DC comics, because if you're reading them and you're watching these shows and you enjoy them, end of discussion. You're getting your bang for your buck. You're enjoying them. That's what those movies and shows and comics are supposed to do. And I'm not saying that you're wrong or stupid for enjoying them, because look, each to their own. If you enjoyed Masters of the Universe and you thought that was a really good show, then cool. I'm not going to say you're wrong, because, well, just because I don't like it doesn't mean that you're wrong. I'm not right. You're not right. It is what it is. It's called opinions. It's called personal preferences, you know? But what I find odd is that there's just so many people out there, like I see on the YouTube or the blogs or the people I interact with, that I would imagine would be in a similar situation that I'm in, because I don't see them enjoying anything they watch. I don't see them enjoying any comics or books or anything that they read that they're getting any enjoyment out of. So I think, why haven't they had their revelation yet, or their epiphany? Are they, it's almost like they're afraid to walk away from, the current geekdom. And I get that, because like I said, I literally just fought through it for months until I finally said, no more, And that's why I adopted this new, my future is in the past principle. So, I don't know, like I said, it was just kind of strange that I continue to see people just rage over and over again, where I'm not trying to be angry anymore. I just want to enjoy my geekiness, and I'm going to do that, but not in the, most conventional way. At least not for right now, that is. Who knows? But either way, let me know what you think down in the comments. And if you are like me and you're digging into the past, let me know what you're reading and watching, because I'm always open for new suggestions. There's tens of thousands of hours of comics and TV shows and movies that are just waiting for people like me, and maybe even you, to essentially, indulge in. And, not worry about whatever else is coming out. So, while you're down there, like and subscribe so you know when the next video comes out. And until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.